Welcome to TractoMemo. In today's video, we'll take a trip back in time to explore 5 used tractors that have stood the test of time: the John Deere Model B, Farmall H, Ford 8N, Massey Ferguson 135, and Allis-Chalmers WD45. Each one has its own story, connected to family, crops, and memories of rural America. Stay until the end to see why they remain timeless icons. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more nostalgic journeys with classic tractors. Farmall Model H. In 1939, just before World War II, American farmers welcomed a new friend, the Farmall Model H, manufactured by International Harvester in Rock Island, Illinois. It started at around $1,400. More than 390,000 were built, making it one of America's best-selling models. Today, a good running Model H can cost anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000. It spread throughout the Midwest and into the South, following farmers growing corn, cotton, and soybeans. It became iconic for its powerful, familiar tall, lean silhouette and bright red color that was easily recognizable from a distance. Four-cylinder inline engine, 152 cubic inches, later upgraded to 164. Power output was around 26 PTO HP, 24 drawbar HP, and 33 engine HP. Transmission, 5 forward speeds, 1 reverse. Operates at 1,650 RPM. 22-gallon fuel tank. Traction capacity is approximately 3,600 pounds. Weighing nearly 4,800 pounds, it is over 11 feet long and 6 feet wide. The Model H is designed for the average farmer, capable of pulling a 3-blade plow. The machine has a narrow shape, making it easy to maneuver between rows of corn and cotton. The smooth starting system and transmission reduce the driver's effort. Farmers love it for its stable operation, moderate fuel consumption, and ease of maintenance. The 4-cylinder engine roars in the morning mist, echoing far and wide to the village entrance. The rear wheels are covered in mud after the first rain of the season. The farmer is wrapped in a scarf, his hands firmly on the steering wheel, his eyes following the straight rows of plows. The smell of gasoline smoke mixed with the smell of new straw, becoming an unforgettable memory. The Model H is more than just a machine. It was the heart of many farms. Pulling hay wagons into the yard, taking kids for a spin in the fields. Appearing at county fairs, where farmers showed off their power. It was present in every season, connecting families and communities. Today, the Farmall H is still attractive because of its affordable price. Simple structure, easy to repair, and many parts are still available in the collector community. Few complicated electronics, few breakdowns. Buying it, farmers not only have a machine, but also a piece of American agricultural heritage. Notes when buying used machines. Check the PTO and transmission to see if they are still strong. Observe the engine noise, exhaust smoke, and oil leaks. Check the hour meter, signs of maintenance. Don't forget the frame, wheels, steering wheel. Buy from a reputable seller, or a restoration group, where the machine still retains its original spirit. Today, the Model H still serves on small farms, or sits in a shiny restoration shed. At parades, the Farmall Red always stands out. Among collectors, it is the perfect entry-level machine. Historically, it marked the maturity of mechanization, bringing durable power to millions of American farm families. The Farmall Model H, durable, powerful, and red like memories of old harvests. If this story brings back images of the countryside, subscribe to the channel, share your memories of the first machine you ever encountered. Because somewhere, in the echoing engine sound, we hear the heartbeat of the land, the crops, and the rural days that have not faded. John Deere Model B. In 1935, as America was recovering from the Great Depression, John Deere introduced the Model B, a tractor for small and medium-sized farms. It was built in Waterloo, Iowa. It initially cost about $900. More than 300,000 rolled off the line, and today, a good running Model B can cost anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000. It was found throughout the Midwest, from Nebraska to Ohio. It became an icon for its durability, ease of use, and distinctive roar that was recognizable throughout the village. The Model B used a 149 cubic inch inline two-cylinder engine in the early models, later upgraded to 190. It produced about 28 engine horsepower, 25 PTO HP, and 16 drawbar HP. The transmission had 4 forward and 1 reverse gears. It ran at about 975 RPM. The fuel tank holds more than 11 gallons. The towing capacity is about 3,200 pounds. Weighing in at about 3,800 pounds, it measures nearly 11 feet long and 6 feet wide. The Model B is compact and easy to maneuver in corn, soybean, or pasture fields. It has a simple design and easy-to-replace parts. Farmers love it for its fuel economy, ease of starting, and power for a variety of jobs, from plowing to pulling a trailer to market. The putt-putt of the two-cylinder engine rumbles through the morning dew. The mud clings to the wheels after the first rain of the season. The driver sits on an iron seat, his hands gently shaking the steering wheel, smelling the smell of freshly cut grass. Those memories are deeply ingrained in the American rural memory. The Model B is more than a tool. It is a family companion. Taking the kids to the fields, sitting on the chassis. Pulling a wagon of hay back to the cowshed. Appeared at county fairs, where farmers competed for power. It brought communities together, creating a new rhythm of life in the countryside. Today, choosing an old Model B means choosing simplicity. It is affordable, easy to repair, and parts are still available from restoration groups. The technology is less complicated, and there are fewer breakdowns. Buying it is not just buying a machine, but also buying a piece of American motorized history. Notes when buying used machines. Check the PTO, hydraulic system, and transmission. Listen to the engine, watch for smoke and oil leaks. Look at the hour meter, service book. Don't forget to check the chassis, wheels, and steering. And best of all, buy from a reputable person or a collector group where memories are preserved. Today, Model B is still run in small fields, or appear in parades and exhibitions. Many have been restored, repainted in the characteristic green and yellow. In the collector community, it is the gateway for newcomers to the world of vintage tractors. And in history, it marks the progress of American agriculture, bringing mechanization to every family farm. John Deere Model B, powerful, durable, and full of nostalgia. A timeless icon. If you love this story, subscribe to the channel, share your memories of the first tractor you ever saw or drove. Because somewhere, in the bustling sound of the engine, we hear the echoes of the crops, of the earth, and of the old rural days that have never faded. Ford 8N. In 1947, after the end of World War II, American agriculture entered a boom period. That was also the year Ford introduced the 8N, a revolutionary tractor. Manufactured in Dearborn, Michigan. The original price was only about $1,400. More than 524,000 units rolled off the line. Today, a working 8N can be purchased for $2,500 to $5,000. It was popular throughout the Plains and the South. It became an icon thanks to its compact design, easy operation, and distinctive gray-red color. Four-cylinder gasoline engine, displacement 119.7 cubic inches. Approximately 27 engine HP, 23 PTO HP, and 21 drawbar HP. Transmission 4 forward, 1 reverse. Operates at 2000 RPM. Fuel tank holds 10 gallons. The towing capacity is about 2,800 pounds. Weighing more than 2,800 pounds, 9 feet long, and nearly 5 feet wide. The highlight of the 8N is the 3-point hydraulic lifting system, helping farmers attach, remove, and control farm tools easily. Smooth improved transmission, light steering wheel, neat body. Farmers love it because it is easy to drive, suitable for small family farms. The deep growl of the Ford 8N engine resonates in the early morning mist. Mud sticks to the rear tires after plowing through the wet field. The farmer sits on an iron chair, the cool early autumn wind blows into his shirt, listening to the sound of the engine in harmony with the crowing of the rooster. Those simple images become unforgettable rural memories. The 8N is the family machine. Dragging hay to the cowshed, taking corn wagons to the district market. Children sit clinging to the mud of the wheels, laughing loudly throughout the field. At the fall fair, the shiny red-gray 8N stands next to pumpkin baskets and bakeries. The Ford 8N is still a good choice, affordable, parts are plentiful, and easy to repair. Simple design, few breakdowns. Buying an 8N, you not only buy a machine, but also bring home a piece of post-war rural American history. Things to note when buying used. Check the PTO and 3-point hydraulic system, strong points but also prone to wear. Listen to the engine, check for exhaust fumes and oil leaks. Check the hours of operation and maintenance schedule. Don't overlook the wheels, frame, and steering wheel. It's best to buy from a reputable collector or group. Today, the Ford 8N still works small fields. Many have been restored, repainted red-gray, and appear in parades and exhibitions. In the collector community, the 8N is a gateway machine, accessible, meaningful. Historically, it marked a turning point, bringing 3-point hydraulic technology to millions of American farmers. The Ford 8N, compact, durable, and in the red-gray color of a golden age. If you have seen or driven an 8N, share your memories in the comments section. And remember to subscribe to the channel to hear more stories about machines that have accompanied the land, crops, and memories of the whole of America. Massey Ferguson 135. In the mid-1960s, American agriculture was changing. Family farms were still at the heart of it, but the machinery was becoming more modern. In 1964, Massey Ferguson introduced the Model 135, manufactured in Detroit, Michigan, and at numerous plants across North America. Prices started at around $2,500. More than 300,000 were built. Today, a working 135 can be purchased for $4,000 to $8,000, depending on condition. It was popular in the Midwest and the South, where a versatile machine was needed. The Model 135 became an icon for its durability, ease of handling, and tireless work. The Perkins 3-cylinder engine displaced 152 cubic inches. Some models used a Continental 4-cylinder gasoline engine. Engine power is approximately 45 horsepower, PTO HP 37, drawbar HP 33. Standard transmission is 6 forward, 2 reverse, 8-speed optional. Operates at 2000 RPM. Fuel tank is 12 gallons. Towing capacity is over 4,000 pounds. Weight is nearly 3,700 pounds, over 10 feet long, 6 feet wide. MF135 is famous for its Perkins engine, which is fuel efficient, easy to start, and runs smoothly. Hydraulic system is reliable, responsive control. Compact size, powerful enough to plow, harrow, pull trailers, yet flexible on narrow fields. Farmers like it because it is low cost, has few breakdowns, and can be used year-round. The deep, rumbling Perkins engine rumbles in the morning dew. Mud clings to the wheels after the first rain of the season. The driver sits firmly in the seat, hands firmly on the steering wheel, the wind blowing in the face. The smell of dry straw, the smell of oil smoke, all blend into unforgettable rural memories. The MF135 does more than plow the fields. It pulls corn carts back to the yard, and brings hay trailers back to the barn. Children often sit behind, waving as their parents drive through the dirt roads. At the fall fair, the Massey red shines brightly among the pumpkin stalls and the barbecue stalls. It is present as a member of the community, contributing to every season. Today, the Massey Ferguson 135 is still popular because of its reasonable price. Easy to repair, spare parts are available from the manufacturer and the group. Simple design, no sophisticated electronics, so it rarely breaks down. Owning it is holding a part of the history of American motorization. Note when buying a used machine. Check the PTO and hydraulic system to see if it is still strong. Listen to the engine, look for smoke and oil leaks. Look at the hour meter, maintenance records. Don't forget to check the frame, wheels, and handlebars. Buy from a reputable group or a farmer who has kept them carefully. Today, the MF135 is still working on many small farms. Many have been restored, repainted red-gray, and displayed in parades and exhibitions. Among collectors, it is one of the classics, accessible but valuable. Historically, it marked the intersection between traditional family tractors and modern technology, serving millions of farmers across the United States. Massey Ferguson 135, powerful, durable, and familiar as a harvest field. If you have ever heard the engine sound, smelled its oil smoke, share your memories in the comments section. And remember to subscribe to the channel, to keep the echoes of the land, crops, and rural days that have never faded. Allis-Chalmers WD45. In the mid-1950s, America was in the midst of an agricultural boom. Farms were expanding, and crops were plentiful. In 1953, Allis-Chalmers introduced the WD45, a tractor that was more powerful than its predecessors. Built in West Allis, Wisconsin. Starting price was around $2,400. Over 90,000 were produced. Today, a good WD45 can be had for $3,000 to $7,000. It was popular in the Midwest and the Mississippi Delta. It became an icon thanks to its superior power and bright orange color, which stood out even from halfway across the field. Four-cylinder, 226 cubic inches engine, available in both diesel and gasoline versions. Power output was around 39 PTO HP, 44 engine HP, and 34 drawbar HP. Transmission, for forward speeds, 1 reverse speed. Runs at about 1,400 RPM. Fuel tank 14 gallons. Towing capacity nearly 4,400 pounds. Weighing about 4,000 pounds, it measures more than 11 feet long and 6 feet wide. The WD45 was the first Allis-Chalmers tractor to be powered by a diesel engine, a huge step forward. The snap coupler system allowed for quick, time-saving attachment of implements. Moderately sized but powerful, it was capable of pulling a 4-blade plow. Farmers loved it for its high performance, low fuel costs, and ability to work all day long. The WD45 engine roared in the morning mist, each beat as steady as the heartbeat of the fields. The rear wheels were covered in mud after the first rain of the season. The driver tilted his helmet, gripped the steering wheel, and felt the vibrations spread from the chassis through his hands. The smell of oil smoke mixed with the smell of dry straw evokes strong memories of the countryside. The WD45 was not only for the season. It pulled corn wagons to market, carrying children on summer afternoons. It appeared at the county fair, where farmers showed off their pulling power and bright orange color. It was associated with family, with community, and with bountiful harvests. Today, the WD45 is still attractive because it is affordable, easy to repair, and has many spare parts. Simple structure, few minor problems, easy to maintain. Buying a WD45, you are not only buying a machine, but also preserving a part of the history of American motorization. Note when buying a used machine. Check that the PTO and snap coupler are still strong. Listen to the sound of the engine, observe smoke and oil leaks. Check the operating hours, previous maintenance schedule. Don't forget the chassis, wheels, and steering. It is best to buy from a collector's group or a trusted farmer. Today, the WD45 still runs on small farms, and many have been restored to a gleaming shine. In the collector community, it is a gem, one of the most beloved Allis-Chalmers models. Historically, the WD45 marked a turning point, the powerful machine that took American family farming to new heights. The Allis-Chalmers WD45, vibrant orange, enduring power, and a lasting memory of the countryside. If you have ever seen or driven a WD45, please share in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, to keep alive the echoes of the land, the crops, and the breath of old American countryside.